So just start by taking a comfortable place. Just sitting down, maybe you place a blanket underneath your sit bones, helping to tilt your pelvis. Shoulders down and back, nice and relaxed. Hands just placing them either on your knees or down to the side, whatever's going to be most comfortable in your lap. And when you're ready, gently closing your eyes. Just noticing your natural breath pattern, not trying to change it just yet. Notice whether your breath is within your belly, within your chest. Dropping those shoulders down, releasing tension from your jaw. Now gradually, with this awareness on your breath, start to take those breaths deeper. Longer inhales. Slow, controlled exhales. In through your nose and out through your nose. With each breath, you're taking it that little bit deeper. You're feeling your body start to relax. Your mind is quietening. If your mind starts to float elsewhere, bring it back to your breath. Your attention is completely on that rise and fall of your inhales and exhales. Focusing on that kindness towards ourselves. No harsh words, no judgment. Aiming to remove the ego from your practice. Going with what feels good in your body, not what it looks like. Not social media's take of what yoga is or should be. Continuing with these deep breaths. Yoga is for everybody. And simply by stepping onto your mat, you are moving in that yogic way to help calm, relax our nervous system, bring pause and breath into our body. Now taking a deep breath in, and as we exhale, opening your mouth and giving a sigh. Once more, deep breath in. Joining your palms together, rubbing them together, creating warmth. Placing them over your eyes once they feel warm. Taking a couple of blinks. And then opening your eyes gently. Good. Now you can stay in this knees either cross-legged or legs out in front of you. We're just going to start with some gentle rolls of our body. So keeping those sit bones planted towards the ground for now. Long straight back, chin in, long neck. Just place your hands on your knees. If you've got your legs out in front of you, just bring them to the side. It will help stable you a little bit. As we start to take some small circles. Breathing in and out as we create these circles, pushing into our ribs, contracting back, gradually making them bigger, as if we're drawing a circle with our head, keeping that long straight back. Now gently you can start to lift one sit bone and the other to create bigger circles. And now letting the head go, becoming loose and relaxed as you make this flowing motion coming round. Maybe moving your shoulders more, bending your arms. And then gently coming to a stop in the center before slowly starting to the opposite side. Starting small, gradually making them bigger. Deep breaths. Maybe experimenting lifting one sit bone again and the other. Bringing more flow and movement, bringing your head into this circle, bending those arms. Gradually coming to a stop. Taking a deep breath, bringing our hands up above our head, joining our palms together. Exhale, drawing them down again. Good. Now bringing our left hand out to the side of our body. Our right hand is coming up and over our head towards our ear. Bringing your head down towards your shoulder. Feeling this stretch all down the side of our neck into our shoulder. If you want to make this a more intense stretch, take that hand, that left hand, and place it underneath your sit bones and push the hand into the ground. Breathing into that neck space. Now slowly walking your hand round behind your head, just behind your ear, looking down towards your right knee. Now gently removing the hand from underneath you, or bring it up from the side, interlace your fingers, place them on the back of your head, and let your chin drop to your chest. Gently bringing our head back up. And we're going to take the opposite side. So right hand coming out to the side or underneath your sit bone. Left hand up and over your head. Bringing that head down towards your shoulder. Either pushing that hand down into the ground, creating that length in the neck, or stretching the hand out to the side. Again, breathing into that neck space. Gently walking your hand round behind your ear, looking down towards your left knee. Now bringing your hands together, interlace the fingers, place on the back of the head. Notice the difference now in your neck. Gently raising your head up. Coming to a tabletop position, ready for cat-cow. So hands directly underneath our shoulders, knees directly underneath our hips. We're going to take a few of these as normal, raising up, remembering to keep this with our breath. Exhaling, drawing your belly to the ground, heart lifting forward, tailbone drawing up. Dropping the tailbone down, drawing that chest up, dropping the head. Moving through this with your own breath. Everything coming from the tailbone and the chest. The rest of the back should follow. And then feel free to turn this into more of a ripple of the body. Keeping the flow. Twisting right to left. From here, pushing up to our downward facing dog. Keeping our knees bent. Hands pushing out, pushing the mat away in front of you. Fingers spread, the weight is equal in them. Your armpits are coming to meet each other. Your gaze is down towards your belly. Your hips are drawing up and back. Then just play with placing one heel down and the next. Deep breaths. Stretching out the backs of the legs. Bringing those knees back down to our tabletop position. Good. Thread the needle now. So if you need something to place underneath your ear to raise the ground, feel free to grab that now. So taking your arms straight up into the air, left arm first, reaching for the sky, bringing it through underneath your arm, placing your ear to the ground, making sure your hips stay square, they don't move out of line with your knees. You should feel a deep stretch in your shoulder here. If you'd like to, if you have it in your practice, taking your right arm round into a bind towards your left thigh. Deep breaths. One last breath here. Bringing that right hand down towards the ground, pushing yourself up. Bringing that arm back out, open yourself back out to the side of the room, stretching that left arm up to the sky, and then placing it back to the mat. Moving to be ready for the opposite side, so right hand coming up, stretching up towards the sky, opening yourself out before bringing your hand through your arm, resting your ear to the ground, making sure your hips are square. If you feel comfortable, taking that left hand into the bind towards your right thigh. Remembering to breathe. Removing your hand from that bind if you have it. Placing that left hand down to the ground. Right hand raising up, back into the sky. Opening, twisting open. And then placing back to our tabletop. Taking a couple more cat-cows now. Just with your own breath, stretching out. And when you're ready, sitting back onto your heels, we're going to take a deep hip opening child's pose. So widening your knees to the width of your mat. And then walking your hands down. If you want to take a block or a cushion to place underneath your chest, underneath your head, feel free to do so. Likewise, if you need a blanket, if you have knee pain, placing a blanket on the mat or underneath your knees, that can help. So taking your knees as wide as the mat, sinking down, surrendering towards the mat, heart melting down, arms stretching out forward. With each breath, you're feeling yourself sink down deeper into this. When you're ready, you're going to slowly start to walk your hands round to the right. So you're creating a nice stretch down the entire left side of the body. Again, taking deep breaths. One last breath here. Before moving your hands back to the center. Taking a breath here in the center before moving round to the left. One last breath here before moving yourself back to the center and gently rolling yourself up, walking your hands in. Good. Now feel free to keep your knees as they are or come onto your sit bones into a normal seated position. We're going to do a gentle heart opener. Seeing as we're being kind to ourselves today. So we're going to take a deep breath in, arms coming up, joining our palms together above our head. Exhaling, cactusing our arms out, opening our heart up. Our heart is shining forward, our arms are dropping out to the side. Our tailbone is drawing down, so there's no pressure in our lower back. This is all coming from our shoulders coming down and back, our heart lifting up. Letting our hands drop down. Taking an immediate inhale, coming all the way back up. Joining our hands together, stretching our arms up. Stretching out our back as if someone's pulling our arms up. Our tailbone is drawing down, lengthening the spine. And then we're going to draw those hands down towards the lower back. Just placing our hands just above our lower back, and again with that same heart opener, our tailbone actively drawing down, our heart shining forward. And gently coming up. Now if you're not already there, dropping to one side, bring those legs out in front of us. Coming into Dandasana, so if you'd like to take a blanket underneath your sit bones, removing that flesh from underneath your sit bones, so the energy is coming out and up rather than down into the ground. Helps to tilt your pelvis into a better position. Toes pointing up towards the sky. We're going to take a deep breath in, our arms raising. Exhale, folding forward. Feel free to bend your knees here. Inhale, coming up. Keeping this flow as we exhale forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And as we exhale this time, we're going to stay where we are. So if you need to take a bit bigger bend in your knees to let your chest sink down over, then you can round your back, taking hold of our feet, or just placing our hands onto the ground. Once our belly is resting on our thighs, that's when you can let your upper back round. Dropping your head down. If you'd like to take a cushion and place it for your head. You can make this pose much more restful, much more restorative. Deep breaths. Taking 3 more breaths here, really keeping this posture for a long time. Forward folding. With each inhale, you're feeling like you're gently lifting out. As you exhale, you're sinking down, surrendering more. Once you've completed those breaths, gently bringing yourself back up. Good. Now we're going to shift ourselves down, so we're laying on the ground. Our feet are on the ground here. Good. Now from here, we're going to gently just do some small bridge flows here. So we're taking a deep breath in. Our hips are pushing up, our feet are facing forward, our knees are pointing forward. Imagine they're squeezing together as you push your hips up. Exhaling, dropping down. No need to go to full capacity here. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, moving up, rolling up the vertebrae. As you exhale, you're rolling down the vertebrae, your tailbone being the last thing to hit the ground. Good. Now's the time for reclining butterfly. So if you'd like to take blankets or blankets rolled up, some cushions, a bolster, whatever you have available to you. We're going to join the soles of our feet together, and then gently letting ourselves relax back into our reclining butterfly. Our knees can drop out to the side. If you want to take blocks or cushions underneath the knees to support them, also feel free to do so. Cactus in the arms, or let them drop out to the side. Heart opening. Letting yourself sink down. If this butterfly posture is too much for you, if it's too much of a hip opener, just let your legs drop out to the width of your mat. completely up to you. Take that time to get yourself in this comfortable place. You should still feel this element of comfort. Closing those eyes, taking deep breaths. Letting those shoulders open as you drop them to the side. Surrendering all weight to the ground. This is a completely passive posture. No need to keep any muscle engaged here. Just your heart shining forward. If you'd like to stay in this place, just to give ourselves a little massage, feel free to do so. Or just adjusting yourself so you're slightly more comfortable. Taking your hands to the top of your forehead. Small massaging circles down, round, down towards your temples. Once you've reached your temples, moving across your brow bone. Down your nose. Across your jaw, across your cheekbones. Down your jaw. And then just anywhere else on your face you feel needs a little more attention. Then bringing your hands to the back of your neck. Same massaging circles down towards your shoulders. Once you've reached your shoulders, give them a big squeeze. Physically telling them to relax, to switch off. And then just letting your hands drop down to the side of your body. And taking a breath. Now just take a few moments to grab yourself pillows, blankets, anything you need to make yourself feel comfortable for the meditation. I'll just give you a few moments. So remembering, you can feel free to move. If at some point you feel like you're uncomfortable, feeling pain, don't feel you have to stay in this exact position. Closing your eyes. Taking a long, deep breath in. And a deep, slow exhale. If thoughts start to come into your mind, allow them to be there for a moment. And then gently let them go. Gently bringing all of your attention to your feet. A long, deep inhale, squeeze your feet. Exhale, letting go. Long, deep breath in, squeezing your legs, your calves, your thighs, your kneecaps. Exhale and let go. Bringing all of your attention to your hips, noticing discomfort there. Taking a long deep breath in, squeeze your hips. Exhaling, letting them sink down into the ground. Bottom half of your body is starting to feel soft, letting go of all tension. Bringing all of your attention to your stomach. Long, deep breath in, squeeze your stomach. Breathe out, letting go. Now bringing all of your attention to your chest and shoulders. Long, deep breath in, squeeze your chest, lift your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, letting go. Dropping your shoulders down. Now bringing your attention to your arms and hands. As you inhale, squeezing your arms, squeeze your hands. Exhaling and letting go. Now thinking about your face and head. As you take a long deep breath in, squeeze your face muscles, scrunch your face up. Exhale and go still. Feel your whole body relaxing, sinking down into the ground. Breathing deeply. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling with a sigh. Keep exhaling softly until the very last amount of air is released, taking away all the tension from your neck, back and shoulders. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling, releasing attachment to your ego self, soothing your kindness to yourself. As you lay here deeply taking inhales and exhales, remind yourself that there's nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to be doing. All you have to do is relax and listen to my voice. As you focus on these breaths, you're inhaling, and with your exhales, your worries simply slip away into the air, as if they never existed. As you breathe slowly with your eyes closed, you hear the sound of rushing water. You walk gracefully towards the sound of the water, taking time to truly see and feel your surroundings. Take a moment to picture yourself. What can you see? What can you smell? Hearing the sound of the water. As you walk through the forest floor, you sense the quality of air changing, an electrifying feeling, as if the air is refreshing you with each breath as you step. Picture yourself walking through a green, luscious forest. The sound of birds, the smell of water. You come across a big, large tree. As you move around it, the light suddenly becomes brighter. You have emerged from the forest and are now facing a waterfall. Breathe in slowly, savouring the sparkling freshness of the air here in front of the waterfall. The sun is shining down on the water, making the pool of water at the bottom glisten. The sound of the water drowning out the world around you. The mist from the waterfall settles on your skin, cooling your body from the heat, relaxing every muscle, invigorating your senses. You sit down peacefully on a large rock directly facing the waterfall, and and you gaze at the water's edge. The energy of the waterfall sends small waves towards the shore, and you watch these little waves come forward and then go back in an endless pattern that is rhythmic and calming. Shifting your gaze slowly to where the water falls into the pool at the base of the waterfall. The power and beauty overwhelming you. Looking closer, you see bubbles form, some large, some small. The bubbles merging together to create a foam that floats and then evaporates away. Inhale slowly and feel this energy and power of the waterfall transferring to your body, awakening, invigorating you. You are completely alone. You are completely safe. You feel completely relaxed, yet invigorated, filled with the energy of the earth and the water. Inhaling slowly, enjoying this moment of peace, watching the water cascade down. You stand up slowly and walk peacefully to the water's edge. Breathe in deeply. You have all the time that you need. You walk slowly into the water. It's cool to the touch, not cold, but it's soothing to your mind and your body. As you continue walking forward, let the water fall directly on your head, your neck, your shoulders, your chest. The tension in your body simply disappears. The flow of the water rushing over you, washing away your worries, your responsibilities. There's nowhere else you need to be. There's nothing else you need to be doing. The water is gently flowing over you, massaging your neck and your shoulders. Watch as the water gently reflects the light from the sun, forming the streams that flow towards the forest. You look out over towards the forest, the water providing the plants and trees the nourishment they need to grow. The water doing the same for you as you stand there. Allowing the water to run over your body, over your skin, as you take deep, long, slow breaths. As you slowly walk out of the pool formed by the waterfall, you feel cleansed, tranquil. Your mind is at peace. Your body is relaxed. The birds sing in the trees. Butterflies trace graceful arcs through the sunlight. And flowers blossom, scenting the air with calming fragrances of nature. You walk slowly towards the edge of the water and take a seat back down on your rock, gazing back down towards the waterfall. Allowing yourselves time to simply sit here and watch as the water falls and cascades down towards the pool. There is no doubt, no worries, no fear. You simply have to sit quietly, enjoying the simple pleasure of breathing. Gently begin to bring your awareness back to the room. Bring some movement to your toes, to your fingers. And if you'd like to, just roll yourself over onto one side. All life is yoga, which means unification. We are all striving according to our understanding to become one with the real, the good, and the source of happiness. All individual life aims consciously or unconsciously at reintegration with the cosmic life. We are all striving to expand our frontiers and increase our connections to order to find wholeness and peace. Yoga is not a new path to follow, but a way to become conscious of the original impetus of life. Yoga is the movement and evolution of life itself. All psychological problems arise ultimately from a misapplication of the energy of consciousness. Instead of uniting with the eternal inner reality, in which in lasting joy, we attach ourselves to transient external objects whose fluctuations bring pain. The practice of yoga or inner integration reverses all psychological problems by merging the mind back into its immutable source of pure consciousness, in which resides perfect peace. Yoga is integrative. Ego is separative. Separation is at the core of all human suffering. Integration yoga is the ultimate solution. Gently bring some movement to your toes, to your fingers. Keeping your eyes closed if you can. Gently bringing yourself to a comfortable seated position. Joining our hands together at our heart center. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling with a sigh. Love yourself, appreciate yourself. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this evening. I hope you feel lovely and relaxed now. I will leave this here for a few more moments. Take your time getting